whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. Huh, so many people on meth. Ow!
What is it about racetrack gas stations that just seem to invite the weird in South Florida? I mean, we're there all the time, so.
I was telling Virginia, pulling into work today, there were cops all at our racetrack. It was something was just happening and developing.
Oh, no.
And then you know how we always have cops in our parking lot in the morning?
Yes.
The one in our parking lot zooms right by me, and he was headed towards the racetrack.
Oh, wow.
So something was going down in the parking lot to the point where I thought I was getting pulled over.
I think there was a stabbing there like 6 months ago. They had it all yellow taped off.
Right, yeah,
and
I
it was
think
shut
was.
down. Like you couldn't go in there.
With that said, though, they do have good deals on pizza.
They do.
They do, affordable.
But
yeah, just,
But,
keep your wits about you.
eat at your own risk.
yeah. Wow, how about that? Well, I guess pretty much all the racetracks in South Florida have weird things going on, especially at 2 a.m. Kendrick Brizard walked into a racetrack gas station in Naples. It's 2 a.m. He goes in there and takes off all his clothes. And then initially he asked two employees if they needed a man. And then they said, no, I already got one. He's like, well, do you want another one? And that's when he decided to take his clothes off.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get girls that way.
Yeah. They called the cops on him, and they found this gentleman sitting outside the gas station right next to his neatly folded clothes.
Wow, just
Yeah.
buck naked.
Yeah.
Huh.
They asked him about it, said, yeah, what are you doing, man? He said, I just want to have a little fun and get arrested.
He was honest.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, okay, all right.
Okay, no problem.
There you go.
Your wish is my command.
Do you make him put his clothes on?
I'll let him go however he wants. I mean, you got to put him in a jumpsuit anyway, so you're already halfway there. In Haines City, Florida, a police officer had to break into the driver's car to prevent it from driving into oncoming traffic. The driver himself passed out, asleep behind the wheel with 12 empty mini bottles of wine inside the car.
Oh, boy.
Haines City, that's one of those softball towns.
It is, yeah.
You'd have a softball tournament there.
They don't have anything at all to do, but they'll have some immaculate softball complex that we go play at. That in Auburndale. Yes. So apparently what happened, the car was in gear, the engine was running, the guy just passed out. He briefly opened his eyes when the cops reached in. He was in and out of consciousness. They got him to the hospital, and he blew a .523.
Whoa.
That is 6.5 times higher than the legal limit of .08.
Wow.
They probably sent him to the hospital first because at that point you are in.
You're close to death. I mean, wow.
Dang.
Yeah, that's a big thing again with those body cams. The cops they'll find people passed out. The car will be running, but they're in park, and they go, ma'am, or sir. They don't respond. They'll have to, really
Shake them alive.
and they still won't wake up.
Wow.
And it's because they're quadruple the legal limit.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's a man who's behind bars in Mississippi after the Picayune Police Department searched his home and found 51 pounds of marijuana, 14 firearms, and 8 alligators in a backyard pool.
Man, that guy has such intense weekends.
He decided he was going to break every law.
Yeah, I guess so.
Are the alligators necessary, sir?
A great amount.
Were they like guard gators?
You know what? It probably just when you have all those drug friends over, it's just, it's a flex.
Look how cool.
I feel like the gators weren't scared of them. They weren't scared of the gators. They all just hang.
they'll just
They
hung
hung.
out.
They
Yeah.
hang and smoke.
Yeah. A drug counselor at a New York State rehab facility sold crack cocaine on multiple occasions to undercover agents.
Wow, that's pretty messed up.
And they're a drug counselor.
I have heard that from
Yeah.
so many people that people come to these rehab places
Yep.
and then that's where they learn how to score better drugs in the rehab place from the people that not only are other patients but
Yeah.
also the workers.
Oh, anytime there's a tragic situation, there's always the devil in the corner trying to look for an opportunity.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
the stories are unreal. You just, they come out of those places. Can't even believe it. 2 women who run a daycare in Georgia are now facing charges for dosing kids with Benadryl and melatonin to make them all go down faster for a nap.
Yeah, you can't drug kids without the knowledge.
If they're not yours, you can't drug them. I think if they're yours, you can give them melatonin.
Oh, yeah, the melatonin, yes. I don't know how they feel about the Benadryl.
Benadryl is a little harsher, I think.
Do they make that for kids?
Yeah. Oh,
Do they
yeah.
really?
There's
Okay.
a kid's Benadryl.
Okay.
The kind they make for adults, the drowsy kind,
Yeah.
it is horrific for some people. Half of my body goes into a coma, and then the other half of my body wants to sprint up a mountain.
Do
Yeah.
gymnastics.
It's bizarre. You're going under, but then you're waking up and wanting to run.
There's some over-the-counter stuff you can get. I take that Mucinex, the extra strength when the bronch is coming on, and oh my goodness, like I could not drive on that stuff.
Wow.
1,000%.
I feel very weird. I'm like, what's... You ever been in a place where life doesn't feel real?
Yes. Is that the one they make you use your driver's license to get it?
I don't think so. No, I've just bought it. I mean, it may just because I look so old. But
Benadryl's the same way. It makes you not feel real.
I'm just like... It's weird, man. Claire Wyckoff, tired of feeling unsafe running at night, started dressing as a man for her evening jogs. She puts on a fake mustache wig and tattoo sleeves. She said she's experienced fewer disruptions, and she ultimately does feel safer doing that. Okay. Interesting little ploy. They say while doing laundry, 84-year-old Ron Crocker was confronted by a masked robber demanding money. After briefly fleeing, the thief returned, but Crocker defended himself with a pair of jeans. How about that?
Jeans as a weapon?
Yeah, it's an 84-year-old guy just making some noise and flapping them at the dude.
Ron Crocker, an 84-year-old British man, was doing his washing at a laundromat when a man in a mask entered demanding money. Crocker refused, and the masked man briefly left the laundromat, but he returned with a vengeance. Using the only weapon at his disposal, a pair of jeans, Crocker took a few swipes at the thief. Once again, the suspect left the laundromat, but this time he didn't return.
How about that, huh?
How old do you say the guy was?
84.
That's how you know you are old and you just don't got time to play with anybody. He wasn't gonna put up with it.
No, he wasn't.
He said,
Wow.
no, not today.
Not today. Wow.
That's intense audio.
It is.
You could
Yeah.
hurt somebody with jeans, though.
Absolutely.
You could.
Yeah, I can see it. Especially they have like that metal button typically, right?
Yeah.
If you did that, you know
Cut
that,
somebody
The
with that in the
button
eye.
fly.
or you know
Yeah.
they used to do that towel thing where you could
Yeah.
whip that in the locker room.
Yeah.
If you could do that with the jeans,
Okay. All right. Let's see how bad we can mess each other up with some jeans.
let's do it on Monday.
1, 2,
Okay.
3, not it.
I'm so into the jean war.
And how would you like a soup flavored candy? Progresso is now coming out with it.
Soup flavored candy?
Yep, it's called Soup Drops, and it tastes like broth, savory veggies, soft egg noodles, and it's got a hint of parsley.
Nah, I'm not feeling it.
Soup flavored candy, that's not your thing?
That's kind of funny though. If you get that and you give it to your friend that's sick,
Yes.
you bring them like real
Right.
soup, and then that's kind of funny.
It's going to be a great gag gift. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you need to get some Soup Drops by Progresso. I'm sure you can probably order those online.
soup. That is.
Yep.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.